Okay, ladies. So I have a question. So would you rather date a guy who has money and status? What I mean status, like, famous, popular, whatever. So would you rather date a guy who has money and status and he will pay for everything, take care of you, but he cheats? Or would you rather date a 9-to-5 guy who is loyal and he won't cheat?
Let's start with you.
I'd rather date a 9-to-5 guy that's loyal. Loyalty is priceless. So at the end of the day, I'm looking for what's priceless in this world. If you could provide money but not happiness, I don't want that.
Was your last guy loyal?
From what I believe, but I mean.
Okay, like you ain't get no signs or anything, or
No. So for the most part, what I believe, but I mean, according to what women believe, it's usually some contradiction. Once you leave the relationship, you kind of look at things.
Okay, but for the most part, he was.
For the most part, what
faithful.
I believe is that he was loyal and he had the same values that I wanted.
Okay, so you'll take the guy that's working a 9-to-5.
I'll take loyalty over anything. It has nothing to do with money.
Got
Loyalty
it. What
is
about
priceless.
Same 9-to-5.
And put your mic closer when you speak. Say that again.
9-to-5.
Same 9-to-5.
I think money is circumstantial and you can make it wherever and however. So money is just going to talk momentarily, but not for longevity.
All right, and you?
9-to-5.
All right, and you?
Absolutely 9-to-5.
9-to-5.
Yeah, I've already experienced the money and status, and it wasn't for me.
Same here.
Okay,
Yeah.
you experienced
It's
the
not
money and
even
the
worth
status.
it.
It wasn't in for you. Okay, fair enough. You?
Yeah, the latter, 9-to-5.
9-to-5.
Yeah.
All right.
At least we know where he at. So
At work. He's
From
at
9
work.
to 5, Monday to Friday. We know where you at. I'll
At
pull
least,
up real quick.
at least we know where you're at. All right, ladies. Any you want to follow up on that?
No.
I mean, I think it's a lot of cap, a lot of Fugazi going on. But
Whoa.
Why do you think so?
so I mean, the reason why I think y'all being Fugazi is possibly not her, because I did hear a little bit of your backstory before the podcast started. So she probably the only one because she traumatized. That's being
You're not wrong.
No
You're not wrong.
Fugazi.
I've actually been with a wealthy man. My ex-fiance was very wealthy, and it was not worth it.
He cheated.
No, of course not. It's just like after a certain point, it
What
just
did he?
doesn't work
What did he
out.
do?
I mean, even if he cheated, I feel like we would have worked it out. I don't really think it was the cheating. I think it was more of usually men who date women and they're wealthier than the woman, they're usually older than the woman. So that is already,
So he was older than you.
yes.
Okay.
And he was a different race, and
What race was he?
he was white.
You date a Caucasian? They definitely have that over in Islam. They're probably like, what?
See, in my case, I'm older.
Haram.
Haram.
I know, right? No, I'm joking. No. He was a white man.
Okay.
And no, I feel like he was wealthier and he was a little bit older.
You got with him for all the wrong reasons, huh?
No, that's not.
Okay. No.
That's not why I got with him. But we actually did love each other. We did love one another.
But you broke up with him.
Well, that's because
So you ain't really love
it's
him.
a longer story than that. But I just want to say that sometimes dating a person in a different tax bracket could affect you also emotionally and financially, because you have to think about it like this. If you're the type of woman that is not working and this man is taking care of you, they already have financial power over you.
Correct.
So that's number one. So you
So
have to
pretty much you saying that you wanted to be a independent woman and do
no,
as
that's
you
not what I'm
please, and
saying. Hear
he
me
probably
out.
had
That's
too
not what I'm
many.
saying. Hear me out before you
Okay,
know.
go ahead.
This is what I'm saying. I'm saying like the reason why I said a man who works 9 to 5 is
Yeah.
because I've been with a wealthier man where I did not have to work. I did not have to work. I did not pay my own bills. I didn't pay my own rent. I fucking.
So what was so
I
terrible about it?
Yeah,
This
what
is
was
to
what
that
was
point,
so
yeah.
terrible. I'm
Go ahead.
about to tell you. It was the financial aspect of him having financial power
Control.
over you.
It's the
Yeah. So
control.
like
And
I
then-
said,
and then
yeah,
that
so
makes
that goes
you
to my
feel
point.
as though you're less than. So basically your life or your lifeline, depending on your age, because I was very young then, you're linked to this man financially, emotionally.
Did he make you feel less than?
No, he never did, but I already knew that
You just felt less than.
I didn't feel less than. I felt as though I would not be financially okay without him, and that's the thing with dating a wealthy man.
So you were catastrophizing. You were looking at the worst case scenario, meaning that you were in a relationship with him, and you thought, let me finish. I got you. I'll give it back to you. Correct me if I'm wrong, but here's what I think, which was going on, which you maybe didn't think about yourself. You were in a relationship with a man that was sacrificing his energy and his time to provide you a nice, comfortable life. Because that's what when a woman is staying at home and a man is paying the bills, he's sacrificing things so you could live a comfortable life, right? And the thing is that you didn't truly appreciate the things that he did because you were looking at it negative, like, well, catastrophizing. I'll finish. Look, meaning that you're looking at the worst case scenarios. You're in a relationship and life is good, but then you are the problem within your own head. You're thinking about, well, what if he leaves me, or what if this goes wrong? I'm not going to have any money.
That was never the
That's
issue.
what you're just pretty much saying.
Hold on. You jumping the gun. That was never the issue. I knew this man loved me.
You didn't. That wasn't the issue.
He was my soulmate.
Okay.
I never doubted his
what is
love
the
for me.
issue?
This was the issue, and I'm about to tell you right
we've
now.
We've been waiting 5 minutes for you to tell us the issue.
Well, I'm about to tell you.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Like you said, I was unappreciative because I was so young. I did not understand that I had it good. And on top of that, he was way older than me. He was from a different lifetime, a different race. And it just did not work out.
Okay, so I got you. So let me correct you. You were the issue. He wasn't the issue. You just submitted clear in there. Let me finish.
Can I ask a question?
You just submitted clear in there that
How am I the issue?
I got you. I'll give it back to you. I'll
Hold
let
on,
you
hold
speak.
on,
No,
hold on.
hold on. It's my podcast.
I let you speak.
No,
I'm gonna
I let
talk.
you rock and tell the whole story. So get this ism. Relax. Okay. So you just explained, because this is women just like to talk and you don't have any guidance. So you drove all the way out here from Massachusetts, so you're going to get this work. So pay attention and listen. You just said that you were in a relationship with him and he was, paying for all the bills. But when a man pays for everything, that seems to be a problem. We're literally asking, stop speaking, listen to understand, not to respond.
That makes
right?
no sense.
You just said that you were in a relationship with a man, and he was paying all the bills, but you said, well, it's a problem when you get with a man that's making more money than you. And we're asking you, what's that problem? You just admitted that, well, I was too young and I really didn't understand to appreciate him. So I'm telling you that you were the problem and he wasn't the problem. So you broke up with a dude for no reason.
No. I didn't break up with him.
He broke up with you?
No. What had happened
Who broke up with who? You just said that. Didn't she say in the beginning that she broke up with
You don't know the whole story, so you jump into
who broke up with who?
And stuff.
Just answer the question. Who broke up with who?
It was a mutual agreement.
Ain't nothing mutual.
No, it was.
Ain't nothing on this planet mutual.
I mean, if you don't believe me, that's on you. But it was a mutual agreement.
Whose idea was it to break up? Did he bring it up to you?
It was my idea.
There it is. There goes the question.
There you go.
But this is the reason. It's because we was living long distance. I lived with him in Europe.
So let me tell you how this happens. And I'm going to give a little game to some of the ladies, because a lot of ladies have an issue with this. And I got you too, Maya, in a second. Yeah, a lot of ladies tend to have an issue with... You've been socially constructed to believe in the feminist mindset, meaning that equal, or in independence. I want to be my own person. I want to be this. I want this freedom and stuff like this. That's what you're thinking. But your thinking isn't truly what you actually yearn for, what your soul and your body and your nature wants. Let me finish and get this work. I'm not even talking to you directly. I'm speaking in general now, right? Mm-hmm. So women in general, when they have this type of mindset where when they're with a man that's making money and they get this where did you get this self of independence? Like, well, the independence that makes you think that you can't appreciate a man that's making a whole lot of money. Where did this come from? What I'm telling you it was socially constructed for you to believe this and have this mindset via the feminist movement. This is what I'm telling you.
First,
let me finish, right? So most women, when they get in a situation like this, they start catastrophizing. They start looking at the worst case scenario when it comes to a man that's getting a bag and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, I'll land my plane there, but yeah, go what you said and knock it to Maya.
What I was just trying to, say is that I feel like as though over the course of years, my ex and I we were growing apart, not because he was making more money or it had really nothing. I was just trying to share with you how I felt about him financially, but now you want to make it seem like it's all about finances. Honestly,
we're not saying that it's all about finances. We're just talking about the point. I got you, because let me just correct you real quick. We're only talking about this part.
Over the course of time,
I got you.
I have grown as a person.
I got you. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. We're gonna get to everybody else. I got you, baby girl. We're gonna move on.
So therefore, we grew apart. It's not because he was
yeah. You just admitted that you initiated the breakup. I got you.
We were living in different continents.
Let's stop it there.
And I was starting my banking career.
Hey,
I was in
Fedma.
college. He was all the way in
stop
Europe.
Talking.
That's
we gotta
all
move it on.
saying.
Yeah, we gotta move it on. Stop talking.
You're not understanding the
no,
situation.
we understand. Stop talking.
You're just making it seem like, because he made more money than
Fedma,
me.
stop talking. We're gonna move it along.
Right.
Yeah, but we already know the truth. The chat knows too. They're calling you crazy. Maya, go ahead. Nothing.
I am crazy.
We love you.
Liz, you had something or no?
No, I can just say that I was just trying to come from an understanding of where you're coming from. Biblically, obviously the man is to provide, and the woman is to be the one that is to stay with the children, stay in the kitchen or whatever.
Take care of the home.
I don't know where I'm going with this financially, but I feel like I don't know where I'm
Okay, well, I get what you're saying. You're saying that, biblically, the man is supposed to lead, protect, and provide, and the woman is supposed to, be a stay-at-home mom, submit, and,
right.
and you're saying that he did that.
You seem to be really attacking her in the financial sense, but, feminism has nothing to do with any of it. I just feel like, no, I'm just really hurt by the way that you came
him and I, we did not separate because of his financial.
Yeah, so stop. Let me reply to her. Well, of course you could, feel a certain type of way about you think that I came at her. I'm not coming at her. I'm speaking to her, right? Mm-hmm. So people, this podcast has grown for a reason. Is because women are coddled. When you come on this, when you come here, she's been here. This is her third time. Mm-hmm. She knows nothing is coddled. I'm gonna give it raw. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So women tend to like how things are said, instead of what is said. Right? Understood. I'm speaking the truth. So before you think something, you are influenced. Influence creates thinking. Thinking creates behavior. I'm telling her that the reason why she wasn't satisfied with a man that could provide for her and she was catastrophizing and looking at the worst case scenario is because she was influenced via the feminist movement to think that, I don't feel satisfied. I want to be an independent person. So then her actions was to break up with him. Once again, influence creates thinking. Thinking creates action. She was influenced via feminist movement. So then she thought I'm not satisfied. So then she took action and broke up with the dude.
And she did say that she felt less than.
But I don't want you to think that being
and she did say that she felt less than.
Being a woman in the household versus being a man, being the money maker, both are okay in a way the same level, right? There isn't one that's higher than the other. The mother
both have their roles.
The
yes.
woman, woman is in is slaving away, staying with her children, making money in a certain sense.
Yeah,
versus
both
the
roles
man.
are important.
Yeah,
for
sure. So both equal each other out. There isn't one over the other. The way
I wouldn't say it's equal, because equal means that it's equivalent. I would say that a man and a woman in gender roles, I think it's a beautiful thing when both, genders play their role. And I think that usually that's when relationships tend to last the longest.
Each other out?
I wouldn't say equally, they complement one another.
Yeah.
Right,
So
but not equally.
a man, they can't be equal because a man has to go out there and compete with other men to bring the bacon home. There's no equal.
It's not easy
You're
to make
staying at
money.
home with the kids. I'm not saying that it's easy to stay at home with the kids and
That
raise
is
kids.
the hardest thing that anyone.
It's
could ever
difficult,
do.
but I wouldn't say it's the
We're not saying that it's the
Raising-
hardest.
Right.
Yes, this is where the equal thing comes from, right?
Like,
and
it
this is what I'm
difficult,
talking about.
but it's not the hardest.
So, like, if
And
anything,
here's-
women versus men, it's like 70-30.
It's this, right? It's because that we tend to look. Attraction isn't symmetrical, it's asymmetrical. So say if me and you are married, hypothetically, it would never happen, but let's just say, right? I'm out there, what I look for from you is going to be different from what you look for from me, right? So you're going to look for a protector, a provider, and a leader, right? Someone that can, give you a comfortable life.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to look for from you is sex, sandwiches, and submissiveness. You know what I'm saying? So we're looking at two different things. So it's never equal, but
Right.
you could still satisfy me by doing what you're doing, right? And I could still satisfy you by doing what I'm doing. But if we're being honest, in that scenario, the man is doing a lot more. But we're both still satisfied. So we complement one another.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I like that.
okay, cool. We agree. What you got?
So I was kind of going off how you said about like the men and women being equal, and like studies show that women being a stay-at-home mom is equivalent to being or working 2.5 full-time jobs. So what do you think about that?
You said a stay-at-home mom is
Being
equivalent to a
working-
man working.
No,
To working 2.5 jobs.
To working 2.5 jobs.
yes.
Well, we can't say it's compared to that. The reason why is because I know I have 2 kids.
So
My
do I.
woman stays at home and she does things, right? So the difference, what she does, she stays at home, she takes care of the kids. And that dynamic is, she's doing laundry all the time. She's cooking, dinner is made. She's doing her whole thing. But she just has that to worry about. She has herself and the humans she created, right?
Right.
That I created, but she's there with the kids. But anyways, I'm competing with the world.
It's more
Okay.
stressful.
She's not competing with anyone, so my job is stressful. Hers can be stressful.
I think I'm more looking at the workload of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, but it's
Because
not
that's
even
where you get
so.
to work, like say a 9 to 5. Because I've done it before.
Yeah.
Like I was a stay-at-home mom for almost 3 years. So as where you get to go to work, say 8 to 4 every day.
Yep.
My job never ends. Like I'm through the night, every day, in the morning when they wake up. Like it never ends. That's kind of where I'm. Like
I know what you're saying.
You know,
and
you know what I'm saying.
I'll say this. I get what you're saying, but logically it doesn't make sense. And the reason why, here's the reason why. So if you truly think about it, you got to change your vocabulary, change the words you use, and then you'll understand. Stay-at-home moms and women that's, because you said that you were a stay-at-home mom.
I was.
Yeah, so you were in that position. And you woke up every day and you're living in your mind. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. Women tend to live in their mind because they, are slaves to their emotions in most cases. So when you're living in your mind, you wake up and you think, oh, I have to take care of the kids. I have to do laundry. I have to do this. No, you want to change your language and say, I get to take care of these beautiful kids. I get to do laundry. I get to not work and have a man that's taking care of all the bills for me. I get to do this. If you change your vocabulary, you'll change your mindset and you'll be thinking like, oh, wow, you'll be more appreciative of the things in a situation that man put you in for you to not have to go out there and work and compete with the world. But the thing is, your vocabulary is all messed up.
Because making money isn't easy to do either.
No, I agree.
You know
I think
mean?
I learned from being a stay-at-home is that I didn't enjoy it. I said to you earlier, like, I think a lot of girls always say, like, they want a traditional man where they can stay home and take care of the kids. And I hated it. Like, I don't think a lot of girls want a traditional man. I think they want the chivalry that comes from it. They want the flowers and want the dates, but they don't actually want to be a traditional woman that goes with a traditional man.
I could agree with that.
Well, I could agree
Times
with
are
that to an
changing.
extent. Women still, it's different, right? So you have nurture versus nature. Right? So it's the nurture versus nature argument. So some women say that, like you just said, like, oh, well, they don't really want the stay at home stuff. They really just want to be independent and do it their own thing. That's because they've been nurtured to think that way via
I'm
the
not
feminist
necessarily
movement and all this equal
independent.
independent stuff, right?
Yeah.
They've been nurtured to think that way. Nature will take over in time, right?
Yeah.
When she's getting a little older and she ain't got as many options and she in a club, she got to pay for her own drinks and her DMs ain't as full as they used to be when she was 24. She gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm just kind of looking for a man and, you know, trying to do a stay at home situation and, you know, stuff like that. So, and not only that, when you truly think about it, that could be one aspect of the nature as well, but I'll take it a step further. The other aspect is it's like when you truly peel back the layer to the things that you want in a man, what's your baseline that every woman wants? Security, right?
Yeah.
If like you got to think like that's the baseline security. So then you got to compare it. So you got to say, all right, do I want, you know, this got to be very charismatic and have good dick? That's fun. That's cool. But would I take that over security?
Yeah.
You're going to be like, short
all-
term, yes, but long term, I need security.
You gotta live. You gotta
So when
eat.
you start getting older, you start to mature because you're losing less, you're getting less options and stuff like that. So then you start to think long term. So that's really nature. Nature is long term. Nature is not short term. So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.